Okay, good day everyone. So this time I will tackle about what is the role of the facilitator in adult education. This would be a requirements from the Prof. Ed of 9, the Andragogy of Learning including Principles of Training Methodology 1. So in this topic we will know about what is the role of the facilitator in adult education. So the objectives of this topic, the student will be able to define what a facilitator is in adult learning. Second, explain the key roles of the facilitator in adult education. And the third, illustrate through example how a facilitator encourages participation in class. So this would be the objectives that we want to solve. We aim to have a good explanation and answer. So these are the contents. So let us discuss it one by one. First, what is the facilitator? A facilitator, in terms of in adult education, a facilitator is just the teacher. Okay? A facilitator is someone who guides and supports learning. They are not just giving information but guiding the learners. The facilitator po in adult learning, hindi lang sila yung nagbibigay ng information but sila rin mismo yung nag-guide sa learners kung paano ito gagawin, paano iyon gagawin. Also, instead of being the boss in class, iba yung facilitator. Yung facilitator, nagkikreate siya ng learning environment where adults can share, discuss, and practice. Kapag sinabi kasing boss, parang siya lang yung may idea, siya lang yung pwedeng magbigay ng opinion, ng direction. But sa facilitator, iba. Kinikreate nito yung environment where yung student, yung adult learner, pwede silang mag-share ng opinion nila, mag-discuss, pwede silang mag-practice ng kanilang ginagawa based on their preference. So yung facilitator, they are like coach who helps the learner discover knowledge on their own. Ang main goal ng isang facilitator ay para matulungan yung mga learner na ma-connect yung lesson na naiintindihan nila to their real life experience. Para ma-execute, para ma-apply nila yung natutunan nila kapag in actual na silang gumagawa sa buhay. Okay? Then, what are the key roles of facilitator? Ano ba yung papel ng facilitator? Very important na maintindihan natin ng tama yung papel ng facilitator kasi later on, we ourselves will be a facilitator to our student. First, to guide the learning process, encourage participation. Yung facilitator is also a motivator, a resource person, and also the assessor. In regards of guiding the learning process, the facilitator plans and organizes the learning session. Sila yung nag-make sure na yung nililesson, na yung nakukuhang information ng mga student ay clear and easy to follow. Okay, sila yung nag-guide ng learning process para sa mga student. And also, ang facilitator is, yung role nila ay para mag-encourage dun sa student na mag-participate. Yung adults learn best when they share their experience. So kahit sino sa atin, mas natututo tayo hindi lang sa pakikinig, but on our actual experience doon sa specific na bagay. So kapag yung isang facilitator, hinayaan na magtanong, mag-discuss, and mag-solve ng problem yung isang student, sila mismo ay matututo. Kaya yung facilitator ay tinatawag din na motivator. Kasi sila rin po yung gumagawa ng paraan para mas maging interested yung learner at para mas maging confident yung learner. Hindi lang siya nakikinig but gives feedback, especially positive feedback and support. That's why, kapag nag-feedback, nagiging resource person din yung facilitator. Kapag may something na kulang sa sagot ng student, siya din mismo yung magpo-provide. Kaya dito, provides useful information, materials, and examples. Yan, so sila yung nagpo-provide ng useful information and materials and examples. And also, the facilitator is also the one who connects the lessons to learners' work, community, or daily life. And after that, the facilitator will be also the assessor. Sila rin mismo yung nagbabalidate. Sila rin mismo yung nagdedesisyon. Kasi, kaya nga sila yung guide ng learners, especially in adult learning. Kaya, the facilitator also checks the learner's understanding. Okay na ba? May dapat pa bang i-improve? Ano pa ba yung dapat na malaman ng student? Kaya nagtatanong yung facilitator, nagdi-discuss ng mga outcomes, possible outcomes, or yung mga bagay pa na dapat na maintindihan ng mga student. Okay? Next, number 3. Let's compare the facilitator and the traditional teacher. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba nitong dalawa? So mas maiintindihan natin ng malinaw, mas madali, yung facilitator and traditional teacher. First, yung traditional teacher. As we know, the traditional teacher just focused on lecturing and giving information. However, on the other hand, the facilitator focused on guiding the learners and helping, from the word helping them learn independently. Pero it's not about scripted na nangyayari sa loob ng classroom. Yung facilitator, yung kaibahan niya sa traditional teacher, na ginaguide niya mismo yung learners, and not just that, hinihelp or tinutulungan niya mismo yung learners na maka-cope up sa lesson independently. Okay? And also, from the traditional teacher, learners are just a passive receiver. Kumbaga, wala silang magagawa, makikinig lang sila. Makikinig lang sila ano yung sinasabi ng speaker, which is ng teacher, and then absorb lang ng absorb. Wala silang, parang wala silang opportunity na magtanong, i-discuss din yung opinion nila, na ma-express din yung point of view nila dun sa problem or dun sa isang bagay. Ganun sa traditional teacher, passive lang. Go with the flow yung student. But in the facilitator, the learners are active participants. Bakit? Kasi nga, yung facilitator ginagawa niya, yung learners dapat yung uma-action. Siya dapat yung gumagawa ng paraan independently paano mariresolvahan yung isang problem o paano magagawa yung isang bagay. Kaya yung participants, hindi lang siya nakaupo, parang scripted na nakikinig doon sa teacher. But sila rin mismo yung naging active kasi alam nila na kailangan yung point of view nila doon, yung opinion nila doon, kailangan doon sa bagay yun. And then lastly, traditional teacher just emphasize the grades, but in the facilitator emphasize the competency. Ano ibig sabihin doon? Ito yung isang bagay na kayang gawin ng student. What they can actually do. Naka-base sa performance, hindi lang sa grades. Okay? Then 4, what are the qualities for being a good facilitator? So let us know. First, we should be patient, respectful, we should value the opinion and the past experience of the adult learning. Minsan may experience pa sila kaysa sa atin. Di ba po? And then, we should be a good listener. Clear communicator, which explains lessons in simple words. Huwag natin pahirapan. We should be also flexible. Adjust the teaching methods based on the learner's needs. Iba-iba kasi yung learners natin. Okay po? And then, we should be supportive. We provide encouragement and positive feedback para ma-appreciate ng mga student na involved or belong sila sa klase. And then lastly, the conclusion, the facilitator should, yung role nila ay very essential sa education. They do not simply deliver the lesson, but they guided. They are guiding, motivating, and supporting the learners. So by doing so, the facilitator make learning meaningful, practical, and empowering for adults. Remember, the good facilitators helps learners not just gain knowledge, but also confidence and real life skills. So that would be all. Thank you.